有请今天的特别来宾，香港天王郭富城先生出场表演。
Sports relies heavily on commercial sponsors, and the survival of a football team very much depends on the economic performance of its home city. Soccer games on the mainland have become much more commercialized in recent years. For instance, Chongqing's A team, Li Fan, is named after its sponsor, a motorcycle company. During intermission, the sponsor takes every minute to promote its team, and more importantly, to advertise its products. China has 14 Division A teams in the league. Most of them come from the more prosperous cities on the East Coast. Only 4 teams come from the Western region, and all from the most economically advanced cities of their region, cities which are blazing the trail in China's Go West plan. Football teams from the poorer provinces or cities have difficulty joining the league. Wu Jiangmin is a football coach at a school in Qinghai province. On this day, he's busy calling up companies for sponsorship.
很不容易，有点困难是吧？那好，有没有希望？不行啊。那好，好，谢谢。见面不容易啊，各位甲级队的元老们啊，这见一次面很不容易啊。
Wu Jiangmin and the rest of the men here used to play for Qinghai Province's football team 20 years ago. It even reached the National Premier League. But 8 years ago, the team was disbanded due to a lack of funds. Meanwhile, the eastern coastal region, which has opened up and undergone reforms over the last 2 decades, has nurtured big corporations and a strong consumer market. Its football teams also enjoy keen corporate support.
我们这是解散了，沿海地区呢，它反倒越抓越紧，越抓越好。
足球你没有钱，确实很难搞。你像学校里，你说搞个比赛，老师就说我们没钱买足球，连买足球的钱都没有。
Qinghai's economy ranks second last in the country. Its GDP per capita is only 400 yuan a month, and there are few foreign investments. It recorded only $100 million in foreign investment last year. But running a football team is not cheap. It costs at least 3 million yuan a year.
经济滞后，没有赞助单位，又没有大的这个企业，啊，做龙头来搞俱乐部，这样慢慢就搞不起来了。
The economy of the West is much like the football business. If you want to catch up with the coastal region, you need investment from big corporations, bringing in money, technology, and talent in order to bring hope to the western backwaters. Qinghai, like other western provinces, is remote, and few people realize the wealth of their resources. Developing Western China entails expensive construction, mining, oil and natural gas exploration, as well as new railroads and highways. Some of these infrastructural projects used to be off limits to foreign firms, including building water and electricity supply networks. Now they've become real opportunities for big corporations. Smaller players can invest in the production of local specialties, transport services, and tourism. Yongjing County in Gansu Province is upstream on the Yellow River. A scenic area, it's been dubbed the Three Gorges of the Yellow River. In mid-March, there are few tourists. Some venture here to Bingning Temple, considered one of China's 10 greatest stone carvings.
在公元420年的时候，距今已经有1600多年的历史了。
These people are from Guangdong Province. They'd never heard of this scenic area, and it took some time before they found the Bingning Temple.
以前呢，就是这个佛的周围呢，
开始都不知道去哪些地方，还是问了半天才知道，都是靠自己去查那些地图啊，才知道，感觉就没有这方面的宣传，就不是很了解了。
Other scenic spots here are only accessible by boat, and once there, the facilities are inadequate. County authorities plan to spend 100 million yuan this year to improve tourist amenities and plant trees in the yellow soil.
发展旅游啊，首先需要有一个良好的环境，所以呢，我们先把树植好，有一个良好的美丽的环境，这样游客才满意。
In the master plan to develop the West, the central government is encouraging local authorities to offer investment incentives to attract business. Kang Xiangzhu, a young Jing native, and his friends have invested 10 million yuan to build this resort. He says the government will let them use the land for free for 50 years, and he pays less tax, so he's very optimistic about the future.
我至少1000万，如果说每年收回来100万。 这就10年1000万就收回来了，我们还剩下就40年，这就是我们赚的。
Even though he knows the winters of the West are bitterly cold and few tourists will come here, he still believes that once roads are built, this scenic spot will become more popular. With infrastructure in place, people are beginning to see the opportunities where there was none before. This is Kashi on the western tip of Xinjiang province and of China itself. People from nearby countries come to trade in Kashi's marketplace, mostly daily goods and arts and crafts. Most of the traders come from the 8 countries in Central and Western Asia. From Hong Kong, it takes several flight changes over 1.5 days to get here. But some businessmen do make the trip for the border trade.
中西亞國家咧就嗰個揭發嘅產品係多，即係佢揭發個輕工產品啊、紡織品啊、日用品啊都可欠缺。
For years, Wang was in the import-export trade and real estate in Shenzhen and Guangzhou. But he says business has become too competitive in southern China. Goods are not selling well, and it's hard to find a market for poorer quality daily necessities and fabric. But in Kashi, such products can be resold to Central and Western Asia, and they've become a hit. Wang believes there's great potential in moving goods from the south to sell in the northwest.
揾一個實質性咁嘅平台嚟配套嗰邊啲國家，先能夠咧就話將南方啊飽和嘅產品咧，我哋要往呢個中西亞國家出口。
Last year, Wang decided to build an international commerce center in Kashi in order to attract businessmen from across China to trade here. He says Kashi is the best location for trading.
哈集地區都有300幾萬人口，即係話哈集市有30幾萬人口。咁如果講個中西亞嗰7、8個國家咧，係幾億人嘅問題。只有巴基斯坦咧已經1億幾。你話個消費力幾強？
Wang says that when he first invested in Kashi, he was worried about problems with the national minorities, language barriers, and rumors of separatism. But after a few visits, his view changed.
我哋嚟呢度開發，即係等於我哋嚟改善咗佢哋嘅生活。我哋將銀紙帶嚟到呢度，我哋嚟呢度俾機會佢哋，佢豐衣足食。你話少數民族，佢話佢想鬧事嘛？
The Southern Xinjiang Railway, completed in 1999, takes people directly from Urumqi to Kashi. It's become a vital link with the outside and facilitates the shipment of goods. The Western development plans include building more than 10 airports in the northwest. With the huge markets of Central and Western Asia, some believe Kashi, as China's westernmost city, will become the Shenzhen of the West.
過去深圳一樣。嗱，如果先進入去深圳，我相信佢發展嘅機會，同你最後再入深圳呢個機會一定係比佢大。
The Western region is rich in resources. Business opportunities abound. But for many Hong Kong business people, it's the potential consumption power of the region's 400 million people that counts. But how easy is it to make money out there? More on that after the break. Weigh the options of trendy coffee shops, hotels, bus services, and travel agencies. But because of the remoteness of the region, transportation is a major hurdle. That